votes were third.
Hey! Welcome back. This isn't a giant dumpster fire already. We are doing and feeling great tonight. I'm so happy to see your beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. Okay, I could do this. Let's see. Hang on. Just gotta make this smaller so I can actually see what I'm doing, because jumping between windows makes a lot of sense. Cool. Hashtag pro streamer. All right. Hello and welcome everybody to Encounter Roleplay, and hello to those watching live right now on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to join us live for the show every 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. On Wednesdays. Today is episode 4 of the Little Busters, which is a Tales from the Loop game. We're going to take a quick moment to roll around the cast and let everybody introduce themselves. Let's see, what fun little fact can we throw in there? How about beep, boop, doop, boop. What is your character's favorite 1980s piece of technology? How about that? We'll do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Who's going to be the first one to have to figure it out?
We get no warning for this.
No.
For everybody watching, this is the first time we've been asked this question, and I've had no time to think about it.
Yes. Darcy, let's go ahead and start with you.
Yeah. Why do we always do that?
Who are you? Who are you playing? And what's their favorite?
I have no idea. I'm a Googling. Hi, my name's Natalie, also known as @ChaoticRogue, mostly on the Twitters. I'm playing Darcy, who's a weirdo who draws everybody as ghosts because she's convinced that everybody is ghosts. I don't know. She's a weird philosophy on life. We're going to go with that. Always ask her for advice. That is really where we're trying to go with this. Or just never. I am looking up right now 12 new technologies in the 1980s.
That's a sketch.
Oh my god.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
The personal computer.
Why do you do this to us?
3-ring binder.
They did 3-ring binders in the 70s?
Harpsichord.
80s tech?
She actually probably genuinely liked... Oh, wait. Nintendo totally came out. She probably actually would probably enjoy it. She specifically... I don't know when it came out, but she probably enjoys Duck Hunt with, like, the bright orange gun. And because she actually never hits, but she just thinks it's really cool. So we're going to go with that. Which is also me as a kid. So it works out perfectly.
That's awesome. Totally acceptable piece of fantastic 1980s tech. Thank you for being so quick with that. Ritter. What's up, Jules?
Yo, I am playing Ritter, who is the rocker, and thankfully, due to all of the pandering about and trying to find an answer, I managed to Google mine. And Ritter's favorite piece of tech is a PPG Wave 2.2 synthesizer. He loves anything that makes music cool and interesting. Apparently, it's from a small German company. That's all I can tell you about that, but I'm sure he loves it.
Hey, it makes sense for the character. I love it. This is great. That's beautiful. Thanks for playing. And we'll move on up to Ashley. What's up, Britt?
Well then, that's a question. That Google is not quick enough for me to get something that's really good. So what I'm going to say is that Ashley, when she was younger, was rather fond of the Light Bright. That was cute.
Oh, that's awesome. I always wanted one of those.
That's a good answer.
But right now, I feel like Ashley probably doesn't have much use for technology because it's confusing.
That's why she has really good friends like Meredith.
Yeah.
Does
Because
Sal
we're not going to
count?
help.
Sal should count as a piece of technology. That might be Darcy's real answer.
I thought you meant Sal as a friend, and I'm like, Sal is a friend to no one.
No
fucking
piece of
nuisance.
technology.
Ow!
Wow.
Don't insult my son.
Be nice, other dad.
All right, Michael, it's your turn. You've had the most time to figure out an answer.
Oh, I guarantee I knew this. I didn't even have to Google this. I knew exactly what I wanted. Well, I didn't. Well, I probably should have Googled it because I don't have anything specific. But it's hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Silas, the Swedish weirdo. Swedish is a subclass, I think. But his favorite piece of technology is he just recently got a very fancy calculator watch that also doubles as a flashlight. That's his favorite thing. He enjoys the Walkman, but it's his new favorite thing to fuck around with.
Oh, cute.
Those are pretty cool. I don't know if you ever like had school programs or even like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, and you'd have to like sell something and then you'd accrue some points, and then you had like a catalog and then could purchase little like gadgets like that. That's totally what it reminds me of.
I wanted
Just
the hover
like-
vehicle, but it never worked. I also didn't sell enough popcorn because nobody wants popcorn.
The school fundraiser is definitely awful. Well, thank you everybody for letting us know your favorite pieces of 1980s tech. And before we begin today's show, though, I would like to remind everybody that we are sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice here on the channel. All the beautiful maps and rules you see tonight are using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer, and 40k miniatures for 20% off. I still love that. And it's payday tomorrow. So again, rip me. This week, though, our sponsor is returning, and we've got Tabletop Loot. They sell incredible dice, and when we hit 20 retweet, wow, I can so word. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. When we hit 20 retweets, we will give away a set of dice to you in the chat. You can also support the show by obviously retweeting the tweet. And finally, I'll remind you how you can interact with today's game. You can donate to impact the game by giving players natural 1s or natural 20s, or in our case here, either a success or not a success. And our favorite, Wild Magic Surges, and this month, also a table of pets. So somebody could get a pet here, which is kind of exciting because we seem to keep running into all sorts of critters and creatures here in this particular game. And also, if there is a moment that you love during the show, please remember to clip it. Memorialize that. Make fun of us for the silly faces and emotes that we do in the show, because they're there and they're amazing, and we will feel embarrassed about them tomorrow. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and kick off our fantastic game of Little Busters. All right, friends, you know the drill. Player's scene, player's choice. What are we playing today? Oh, hello, love. I love you. Bye. My wife's just got home. What are we doing? Who wants a scene? Because we're just gonna kick right into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, let's do. Oh God, there we go. Ashley and I have a scene. I think. I can't figure these damn cameras, these technology.
We're reversed.
It's all backwards.
This is the worst.
We're flipped. It's weird.
Can we just
My
call
face
this
doesn't look like
episode?
This is great.
This is the worst.
Creative. Hi everyone, we're really good at this.
Hashtag blame.
We're
Hashtag
adorable
blame
team.
Gizmo.
Yeah, too.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, Silas, you Swedish cutie. What are we doing?
Oh, speaking of Swedish cute, I'm gonna like look at the fan art. Look at the art. Isn't
Oh
that
yeah,
cool?
look at us. Yeah, how cute we are. We're so cute.
Not fan art, officially commissioned art.
Officially commissioned
For
art
realsies
by
art.
Which planet on Twitter? Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay, so Ashley or Silas contacted Ashley at some point to meet. I think he said something to the effect of, we need to look over case files, I guess. I think it might be kind of cool if it was at like the same diner that we kind of started like session 0 at. How do you feel about that?
I think that's
Yeah,
good,
that's
actually.
absolutely fine. I'd love it.
Yeah. I wasn't asking
Okay.
you, but I'm just kidding.
I wish I could eject you. Just turn off your
honestly.
camera.
Just end it. So I think Silas invited Ashley to come discuss something very important. And I think you just see him like sitting in a booth alone with nothing in front of him.
I think Marge
Okay.
has been there trying to get you to buy something. Marge was the diner attendant. Doesn't own the place, but she's always there working.
I think after a couple provocations, I took a menu, but I still haven't like opened it. I'm just kind of tapping my fingers, waiting.
Okay.
All right, I think then Ashley will show up, and Ashley is true to form, wearing some sort of windbreaker, but probably not purple. This is all I had. And looking like she just got out of practice, all grungy, and sit down.
Oh yes, you're here. Great. How was your day?
It was good. Yeah, and she'll take a napkin and just start petting her forehead down like she's just gross. You sound kind of flustered. Did you find that weird cat again or something?
No, but that's not why I called you here. I have something very, very important to discuss with you, and I think that you are the only one that can help.
Dude, just take a chill pill for a second. Sure.
I have a friend who I would like to who it is, but I want to do something.
Ashley is just now she's got that look on her face, like she's just got her eyebrows raised, like please just spit it out, but she's not going to say anything, just waiting.
And this person is it's Ritter, and I need to he's done such, but it's whatever, but I need to have a to do something, but
So you liked his present and you want to show him that you liked the present.
That's it. But I want it to be
like a grand gesture.
Well, whatever,
Okay, well, dude, the first important thing is, do you like him back? Like him.
Just red immediately, sweating.
I mean, yes.
Cool. All right. So you got to go on a date. Ask him out on a date, actually. That probably makes the most sense. If you take some initiative here, then, then he'll probably think, like him back.
But that's what I'm trying to. I don't know what to do. There is I am not good at the arcade or whatever bikes.
Ashley's gonna reach across the table and kind of just like lightly like punch you in the shoulder, like that, like, you know, casual like shoulder punch. All right, dude. You don't have to be so about this. Like, all the rest of you had to sit there and watch a robot go over my entire love life, clearly, apparently. So let's just, like, you know, be embarrassed together and not be so embarrassed, you know?
Yes, but what do you do with this?
I mean, sorry.
I just figured that you would know more than me. You are from here and are so good at talking to people.
Well, I'm good at talking to the people that I don't really give a shit about. But, you know, gets a little harder when you do give a shit. And you give a shit. That's great. So, you need to let him know that you give a shit.
Well, there is. I don't school, you know, but
Yeah.
I remember you were talking to that person, and I think Ritter, I maybe have saw a flyer in his things or something for, like, there's like a dance.
Okay, wait a minute. Yes. A dance is a great date. You know, not with Brian. But that is like the date big leagues. I think you need to start with just like a practice game.
Mm-hmm.
Like ask him to go to the movies. And then if, you know, that really goes well, then ask about the dance. I think the dance, you know, it's going to be a lot, you know?
I understand, but I feel that we have been through a lot, and I just
yeah,
wanted
but do you
to
know
be...
how to dance?
I-
You do
There
know
were-
how to sit in the dark and hold hands, though. That's easy.
other
Practice
people can dance. I don't have to be the one that... Do I have to be the one that dances?
When you go to a dance together, you've got to dance with each other. That's you know, the date.
Well, I can... Do you know how to dance?
That's a really good point.
No, I'm asking. I was honestly, can you help me?
I could probably ask someone. Like maybe my mom or something.
This is... I have never been more afraid of something in my entire life, but I think this is important.
I think it's
I don't even know if he would like it, though. I don't know.
And he just starts like panicking and
No. Okay, and Ashley grabs your shoulders. He likes you. I've got it on pretty reasonable authority. I don't know why people tell me this stuff. You like him. Practice run. Go to the movies.
I will...
That's where like everyone goes on
Consider-
their dates in this town anyway. Like nobody's gonna be paying attention to you guys. Everyone else is gonna be making out.
Is that? Do you have to do that at the movie? Also, I don't.
No, you don't have to.
But you can though.
You can.
You're
You
allowed.
absolutely can.
I don't know.
It is an option.
I will take this under consideration. Thank you. I'm sorry to have pulled you away from whatever you were doing. You look like you've been working hard.
No, I'm done. I just have to go home and shower. I don't mind talking to you. I think we're pals. Hey, how do you know?
What?
Like, he gave you a present. Like, how do you know that, like, you like him back?
When we, the dream that I had about my mother and the cat and the frog and the snake and it scared me and it made me, and he was there for me, and I just knew.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, that sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask you something else, though?
Absolutely. Yes. Something else.
Is it normal for your stomach to hurt this much all the time?
I think it is. I think it is.
And scene.
I think
on.
before that scene ends.
Oh no.
Just because I love
Re-scene.
NPCs. You two are
Actually, better
having
get
this
some
really
fries out of
tender
this.
moment. And so there's a jukebox in this diner, Mooney's. And you start hearing the sounds of like take my breath away, and and Margie just comes like up to you, brings down 2 milkshakes, 1 chocolate, 1 strawberry. Can't remember if those are any flavors that the two of you like. Just offers them to you and looks straight at you, Silas. Darling, I would love to teach you how to dance. I was a dancer back in my day. Beautiful, beautiful dancer. I could teach you.
Ashley silently grabs the chocolate, pulls it over to her, and starts drinking.
Thank you. That would be very kind.
Great! And she kind of like grabs your hand and pulls you up and will like start like positioning you.
No, not right now, no!
All right.
And now we'll end the scene.
All right.
Are we sure Darcy's not somewhere watching and be like, oh,
She's always watching.
No, we'll fucking know when we look at her notebook later.
All right. Ashley just takes in
Damn.
this show, chocolate shake, leaned up against the. Yep. This is a good night.
Oh my gosh. Happy X, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Oh gosh.
Well played. Well played, you friends. That was great. Is there anybody else that would like a scene?
Are we progressing from here, or am I going to do that little thing that I had mentioned earlier with Darcy?
You can't, yeah, whatever you want. We have
Okay.
some time.
like
Go
all
for
the
it.
span of a week, right? So we can kind of jump back and forth.
Yeah, we can jump back and forth. The time is tonight's session is a week. Like you have the time to play with.
Okay, cool. I am going to ask a brief question just because I like having NPC input. Was I yelled at in Romanian for using someone's credit card?
Oh yeah! Wow, I almost forgot about that. Oh
See,
yes.
I like hurting myself.
Oh, your mother was livid, and like she's pretty cool. She normally is a friend, you know. Oh no, Mama Foot came down on you. You are so grounded, and because you're grounded, Silas is kind of grounded.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Dare
Okay.
you? No,
But
we're getting
both
in
of
the
you were
way of love.
involved.
I need to mute
But in my defense, while we're having this argument, like yelling back and forth in very heated Romanian speak, and I'm sure Silas probably doesn't understand a word that we're saying at this point, I would probably preface it that it was for him. He had nothing else. He can't just wear the same pair of ripped pants everywhere. And he's very smart. And with his independent international studies, he needed that calculator watch. And the scarf.
Oh yeah!
And the
Oh
magnifying
hell
glass.
no! No! Your mother
I want
like,
to charm my way out of
yanks
this.
your arm, drags you to like another closet in like her bedroom, and just starts ripping clothes down that had once belonged to your father, and just starts throwing them at you. Like if you needed clothes, they're right here. He could have helped himself to anything. How dare you take money that doesn't belong to you? I worked so hard. I mean, she just reams into you.
But as she says, these were your father's, his brain goes blank. And he's just like, he's like looking at them all and he's like, wait, these are all his?
Of course they're his. Who else would they be? Who's else?
You never told me that you had clothes for him from him.
Ritter, what do you want from me?
I don't know, maybe to
I'm not
figure out
gonna
who my
throw
dad
this
is.
away.
He just starts
tell you
taking the
that.
clothes. Why?
Because if he can tell you himself. That's why.
Well, he can't tell me with us being in the middle of nowhere. Besides, isn't he like in Europe or something? He starts like picking at some of the clothes to see if he could decipher anything. do they look like rocker clothes?
Oh, they're totally rocker clothes. Like some of them are pretty cool. Like old band t-shirts. Especially like some stuff from like really like the 60s and 70s. So there's even like some Beatles stuff that is kind of like mixed in.
Oh no.
You know, a couple
John
cool
Lennon went
jackets,
up in the
some
list.
ripped pants.
He
Yeah.
just starts like pulling it
Like an old pair of
towards
boots
himself.
that are way too big for you. You know, like size 13 or 14, but like
Oh yeah.
cool, like legit steel-toed biker boots.
In other words, things that wouldn't really fit Silas, but he's not going to argue that right now. He just starts like pulling it all in. He's like, "Well, I'll take all this anyway. It's even if Silas isn't, you know, it's not his style, but like, you should have told me you had all this."
I was going to tell you when you were ready.
I've been ready, Mom.
You haven't, especially today, you have not shown me that you are ready for anything. You're sneaking out at night. You're skipping school. And now, my baby, my beautiful child, you are stealing money from your own mother.
It's not like I'm doing it to buy pot or anything like that. I'm buying
Oh my God, are
things.
you doing drugs?
No! No, I'm not.
I only believe you because you're not coming home smelling like it. I need you to just. And she kind of like takes you and sits you down on the edge of the bed, and she sits down with you. I need you to understand that your father left us. He left you. But he also left me. And it is not easy. It's not that I don't want to tell you things. It's just I'm not ready to tell you things. And I need you. I know it's hard, but I need you to understand that. He will come tell you himself. He can tell you all about his life. But I will not make excuses for him for abandoning us.
Well, if you said he'd abandon us, then he might not even show up.
And good riddance.
No, no. And like he stands up with the clothes and he kind of like he hugs it to his chest. He's like, no, I want to know who he is. And if he really what you said is true, then I can tell him off myself. But until then, my dad's out there and I would like to know who he is. I'm going to take these.
Then you can find your dad. Because I don't think he's going to come find you. And she gets up and kind of shows him the door.
He kind of like, he's a teenager, right? So like emotions are high. So he kind of like, he tips at that and then swipes the boots, grabs the belts, literally has as much clothes as humanly possible, balled up against him. And he goes, goes and leaves, goes back down to the first floor, goes back into the basement and just kind of this and just dumps it on the couch.
As you're walking away, you can hear like the door slam.
Mm-hmm.
And probably your mother sobbing.
I'm sorry, Mom. He's an irrational teenager right now with daddy issues.
Plenty of daddy issues.
I'm assuming we can either end the scene there, or if Silas is there, Silas can decide whether or not if this is a good idea for.
Oh God, I think Silas has been like, okay, so you come back downstairs, and he's got his Walkman in, and he's like laying in bed, just kind of looking up at the ceiling, but it's very clear, like those weren't very noise canceling. It's not playing. He's just kind of like pretending to be nonchalant. As you come back in and like he tries to like look cool and like, yeah, no big deal. How's it going? Welcome back, sort of thing. But he's just kind of like sitting there, eyes very, very, very wide and face very red.
Mm-hmm. I think as you try to look cool, I think Silas will see that Ritter is just kind of just staring at all the different types of clothes, and his eyes are red. Not ready to cry yet, but if he continues pawing through all the clothing like as he begins to do, he might get more upset.
Was the whole conversation in Romanian?
I'm assuming that once they started yelling about dad specifically, maybe then they switched to English. Because that was the language he spoke, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it might have been like pieces here and there, but definitely.
So you're like thumbing through the clothes. I think Silas just kind of comes over. Are you sitting or standing still?
He's standing and he's kind of like leaning over the couch and kind of like pawing at things. He's checking pockets to see if there's anything in them, like any scrap of what might identify his dad.
Okay, so Silas is laying on the bed. and he takes the Walkman out and pretends to like close it and set it to rewind and put it away, but it wasn't playing. And you just like as you're looking through the clothes, you just get like a bright light in your eyes every once in a while, and Silas is just kind of clicking the flashlight at you, just kind of from across the room, just kind of sitting there, looking, waiting for you to speak first.
He kind of like he blinks as like it's like SOS in the corner of his eye, and he kind of like looks over, and you can see the full scope of how upset how red and puffy his eyes are, and he's like, "Sorry, dude. Mom just decided to overreact about everything again. She said that you could wear all these clothes, but these clothes they're my dad's. So I don't think they're gonna fit."
Yeah, it's can I show you something?
And kind of like he's in the middle of like his hands like shoved into like one jean pocket, and then he's like, yeah, I can look at these later, I guess. And kind of like rubs his eyes like very violently before going over there, trying to resume the cool, calm, composure.
Silas goes up to you and like takes your bandana and puts it over your eyes and grabs the clothes from you and like puts them on the couch.
And he says, just wait right there.
Okay, we're doing the game thing again, right?
Just wait right there. Hold on. And he like you hear just like clattering and rustling and thumping, and I was gonna say crashing, but I don't think it's that bad. As suddenly music begins, because I assume you have some kind of a stereo something or other, or like a boombox of some kind. He's
a spoiled brat. Like he has like everything musical that he could want. So this is like a big deal why Mom screamed at me, because he has no reason to need anything. What is it that you play?
Oh, that's a great question. It's one I wish I had considered a second ago.
Is it one of my potential dads?
It's okay. Here's what it is. It's what was playing in the diner? Take My Breath Away.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what he starts playing. Because he definitely went to the record store on the way home to make sure he had that tape. And he comes up and like lifts your bandana. He's like, I don't know why I did that, but and he just grabs you and starts trying to dance.
Oh. He kind of like at first he's just like, wait, why are you playing? And then like he realizes what you're trying to do, and he's just like he laughs because it's a sweet gesture, and he's just like, wait, if you're embarrassed about the whole like dancing thing, and like he kind of like he tells you to pause for a moment, and then he goes over to grab one of like he only has a drawer full of bandanas, and like he probably pulls one out. It's like leopard print or some shit, and he'll go over and he'll give you one, and then he kind of smiles and smirks and kind of just pulls it over your eyes. I think it's your turn to dance blindly. I didn't know you could dance.
I only to this song, and I'm counting. Hold on, there's a very specific.
And then he gets back into the movement.
Okay.
Will you please roll?
Oh no! A move?
Yes!
No!
Yeah, you're
moving.
Are we both rolling move?
Do you feel that you should?
I mean, I'm a rocker, and I feel like I inherently know how to move to music.
That's why I think I'd give it to you. But Silas just learned how to dance.
Good old 2 dice.
Do it.
I want to say that was a success, but it definitely weren't.
Okay, so it's not horrible, but it is not yet dancing.
It's robotic. It's completely
Yeah,
yeah.
you're just like dragging Ritter from side to side to the beat.
He sways, and then he kind of tries to take like proper hold of you for like a proper dance pose. He's like, okay, now you have to like not so much think of like the footsteps, like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, just like move to the music.
Okay.
And then like
he does his best.
he'll do that, and then like I think he feels a little bit better that this is happening, and he kind of puts his head down on your shoulder because they're like relatively the same height, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so like he does that, and then he kind of laughs. And he's like, "So apparently, we're grounded, and that means that I have to go to school now." But hey,
So that you say that you're grounded, he takes the bandana. He said,
What does that mean?
No, he puts it back down. It's whatever. It just means that I gotta go to school and do work and stuff like that. But there's gonna be a dance at the school, and if I'm at school, she can't complain, right?
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
And since you like learning how to dance, we could both go.
That's a good idea that you. I'm glad you came up with it.
I'm so sorry. He kind of nods. He's like, just in case you want to go. I know Ash has to go.
Yeah, yes, why not? Would that be something you would like, or that we could go see a movie or something?
We can go see the movie when we're not grounded.
Oh, is that what that means?
It means that when you piss off your parents, and then they say, hey, you can't leave the house. It's like some sort of like house arrest. It's really bogus.
But hypothetically, you could still go out to a dance or something. That's fine.
He pauses. Yeah, I think I can do that.
I just wanted to make sure that your idea, we could still do it.
He kind of like he nods while his chin's still on your shoulder, and he's like, yeah, I think I can make that happen. It's on Valentine's Day. Is that okay?
Yes, I don't know. Is that a school function?
And he kind of slowly leans back. He's like, wait, you don't know what Valentine's Day is? Like Saint Valentine? The hallmark holiday of like the US?
I haven't been here that long.
Okay, so Valentine's Day is like this whole like ordeal where like, you like someone and someone else likes someone, and then like you get each other like chocolates or roses or stuffed bears or music. And he kind of like, he points to the record player.
And people that you're supposed to do that just for the day.
I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, I guess it's what people do. I've never had anyone to do it with yet, so.
Me neither. Listen,
and he breaks away from you and goes over to like the drawer or the side table or his old clothes and pulls like the crumpled up Valentine's Day dance flyer out of his pocket.
He says, I was going to ask you if you wanted to go. I didn't plan about for the holiday. I just thought it would be something that would be nice. But I don't want you to think I'm just doing this because of a day. I just wanted to do it.
Kind of, he smiles like, not as energetically as he normally would, because he still has bad news feelings from before. But he's just like, no, I think I'd like that. And besides, we can like let everyone know that we're a thing. And he's like, he kind of does like this, like, are we?
Yes, is there a form or something? What do we do?
I don't think we're ready for marriage certificates, but
I didn't say anything about.
No. I'm joking. I'm joking, dude. And he goes over and like he tries to like hold Silas's hands while he's still holding the flyer. He's like, "Let's go to the dance."
They're freezing cold. They're freezing cold.
He's always cold. He starts rubbing them to make them warm again. And he's like, okay, we'll go to the dance. We'll just show everybody that we're a thing. And then maybe Susan and from math class will stop hitting on me.
Yes, we will go. But if for nothing else than to spite Susan.
Right. And we can also help Ash with Brian if Brian is a total dick.
Yes, yes.
Cool. I already told Darcy about it like a while back, because Darcy's super good at artwork and stuff like that, and I wanted Darcy to make artwork for the dance.
Oh, that is sort of an idea.
Mm-hmm. So it's also like extracurricular too, so maybe I won't be as big in trouble with the teachers. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't. You got in trouble because of me. I don't want. If we shouldn't do this, then we shouldn't do it. I'll just go back to the bunker and.
No. And he shakes his head. This is like, she'll get over it. Besides, she's probably just, I don't know, jealous. Being a rude teenager.
Ooh. That was me. That was not Silas. Damn.
Oh yeah, I know. He's being a brat.
That's good though.
He just says, well, she loves you.
I guess.
I don't know where my mother is. I know we both are missing something, but at least the one you still have loves you.
He feels kind of bad at that. And kind of like he nods and he'll lean forward and kind of he kisses your forehead and he's like, don't worry, we're gonna find your mom.
Can you help me learn to dance to any other song?
Yeah, I could teach you how to rock out. And I think we can end the scene there with him stepping back and taking his hand and going back towards the record player.
Unless another NPC wants to come in.
Darling, you did so great. How did she get in the house?
It's Silas's nightmare again.
Could have been worse. Could have still been Darcy hiding somehow.
Oh yeah, Darcy was totally there.
Darcy, you didn't realize that you invited Darcy over, and so when you dropped the pile of clothes, you just dropped it on Darcy, who was just drawing, and now it's just her little eyes are just poking out of the pile of clothes. What?
Oh my god, I love it.
It's exactly like Anne from Arrested Development. It's just like, oh, I didn't know you were coming. It's like, you drove me here. Just forget about her. She's just in the corner.
That's good. All right.
That is Darcy from here on out. It's just somewhere hiding. It's the Where's Waldo, but where's Darcy?
Speaking of Darcy, would Darcy like a scene?
So, connected to that, Darcy has been. She talked to Ritter. Ritter told her about the whole. There's a dance. You should do You should really do some decorations. We have no idea if this is legit. She's just gonna do it anyways. So maybe it's her in the bunker because she decided I'm gonna get Sal to help me. And so maybe.
All right.
And so then maybe Ritter feels like he needs to check up on her and what she's making. So she's just like, probably a good idea. So she's like sprawled out on the floor of the bunker with like crayons and craft paper and like those really cool scissors that do funky edges, which I totally used to have.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scrapbook
come
and
on.
scissors.
Yeah, and
this
so
is actually perfect. I'm going to tie something into this as well. Just a heads up.
cool.
Oh, hello, darling. Welcome to the bunker.
I knew you wanted to dance.
Oh my god.
I like that voice more than I should. It's really amusing. But yeah, so it's just Darcy on the floor. Sal, can I?
Yes,
can you?
friend.
Do you know how to draw a heart?
Really?
I don't think you've ever seen a robot contemplate something before. And right now I'm going to explain a little bit about Sal. Sal is currently like hooked up to like a bunch of wires to like one of the computers, and he's just been kind of like walking around. And as you ask him this, Sal's radio head kind of looks down, and you don't know if Sal has eyes, but it does the motion of like looks at its like egg beater arm and almost like sighs. There isn't a sound, but it's just disappointment. And then he raises his little like T-Rex plastic arm claw and squeezes the trigger a couple times, you know, and yes, I can draw a heart.
Oh, good.
Pincher.
Because I think I'm going to need your help. Sal, do you know what love is?
And he starts singing. What is love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What is love got to do with it?
Yeah, I think you're right, Sal.
Can we talk about the fact that Sal doesn't know how to say contractions?
You're welcome.
I love it. Yeah, you're right, Sal. You should help me draw some hearts.
Sal wants to help friend. And he'll like reach out and grab, you know, a crayon and like plop unevenly down and just start drawing random shapes. Just like a big circle.
No, Sal. No, that's not how. I don't think that's a heart. Or maybe. What if that is? Oh, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Okay.
Oh no.
Thank you.
So Darcy starts copying whatever Sal is drawing.
This is great because it starts getting kind of intricate, but you have like it's just like little like he's using like the whole piece of paper and just like drawing kind of random shapes. So there's like some squares here. There's that big circle, a couple other like squares and rectangles, and it's just shapes right now.
Perfect. Darcy is super into it and figures this is totally accurate.
Totally.
Am I supposed to come in and babysit this? I'm not sure.
That's up to you. That is your life choice at this point.
Just let this happen. Just let it go.
I could keep asking Sal what love is, so.
Got to do with it.
I will let this mistake happen.
Sal, have you ever been in love?
I love many things.
No, but like a person.
I have not been in person.
No. Have you ever been in love with a person before?
Error 404.
I'm going to take that as a no. I'm trying to understand, because I don't know. Have you noticed anything weird about Silas and Ritter lately?
Define weird.
I don't know. Are they in love?
What is love got to do with it?
I know. It doesn't really have anything to do with it, does it, Sal?
Sal, like, takes a moment and, like, you could see that the gears on the radio are, like, flipping, just, like, spinning on their own for a moment. And, like, Tina Turner will come on now. It's just drawing shapes.
Yeah, I understand, Sal. I think. Yeah.
Does Darcy like love?
I think love is neat. I don't know if I love right, though.
Can you love wrong?
I don't know. Can you, Sal?
I cannot technically love.
Oh. That sucks.
You suck.
Hey! You're mean. Sal, take it back.
What am I to take back?
I do not suck.
A kind gesture.
Error 404.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Maybe I do suck, but it's okay. One day, I'll understand. Sal?
Yes, Darcy.
I think I love you.
Error 404.
Yeah. I think that means it's wrong. Okay. Let's go back to drawing hearts.
Okay. And he starts like resuming, the drawing. And then kind of like looks up to you and says, Darcy, want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Silas sucks. It just goes back to drawing. You can have Daquan for this programming, by the way.
I hate this guy.
That is all Daquan's fault. That bad attitude.
Darcy laughs and she's like, no, Silas is good. Don't say that joke to Silas. Or to Ritter. Or to Ashley. Maybe don't say that joke again.
Okay.
Just to me. That's okay.
I will, friend.
Oh, Sal, you're a good friend.
Ritter, are you gonna come jump in or?
I mean, I was told to let this happen, but yes, I think if I will allow him to kind of come to check in on Darcy. I'm assuming that this has to be somewhere in between school and me having to come home from school. Otherwise, I might be in trouble, more trouble.
Also, real quick, big shout out to Gizmo Arts for the donation.
God damn it, Gizmo.
I just like this Darcy. I want Darcy to have a pet, which makes me so happy.
Is that what Giz donated for? Was for a
I
pet?
have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
that's
according
amazing.
to the donations page, it's listed as a mount. So
So it's gotta be big.
This is even better.
Oh my god.
gosh.
Well, tell me what it is, and I'll have Ritter loop into this. I found this alpaca.
Darcy, I need you.
No alpacas.
to-
No. Ugh.
Can you roll a random 1d 500?
Oh no. Oh no. Gizmo ruins the game again.
I mean, does it
I
have
love
to be
Gizmo
random? Because
so
like
much.
this is Gizmo specifically said dinosaur in the donation thing. Does it have to be random?
These are. Wait, does it specifically say dinosaur? The list pulled up was.
Well, up in the
List of
thing,
500.
it said, Gizmo ruins nothing. Donated. What did it say?
Gizmo ruins nothing.
In the best of ways.
It said,
Oh god.
it was
Gizmo
there.
ruins-
It said something raptor for Darcy. I can't find
I
it.
want you to
though.
have a raptor.
Oh, she wants to have a raptor.
For RP purposes, they give that robot his dinosaur. I don't know. I guess it's your call, Gnome, whether or not if it's something that they pick or something like you have to roll for.
We'll go with it, and I will implement it in the game. I know exactly how to do this.
Okay, you're gonna implement it. Okay.
Yep, I will.
So
I will
I
implement it.
found this
So thank you
raptor
so much.
outside.
It's like Ritter
Oh, wait, hang on.
scrambles down the hallway, and he's just like, "Oh god, there's a killer robot. There's a killer dinosaur outside." Clever girl.
Oh no, I know exactly how to do this. So thank you, Gizmo Arts, once
I
again.
love you Gizmo so much.
Awesome. To follow that up, I guess there'll be some clicking of steel-toed boots as Ritter kind of makes his way down and into the bunker. I'm assuming he's probably tried to fit some of his dad's clothes on at this point.
I mean,
So
it's probably like super baggy, which is 1989, maybe kind of getting in style.
Maybe, yeah. Rehashing 70s wear. But yeah, he comes in with that, and he kind of just stops at all of the sprawling pieces of paper, and he's like, hey, Darcy.
Hi, Ritter.
Are these your decorations?
Yeah, I thought I knew how to draw a heart, but according to Sal, I don't. So I started copying what Sal was drawing, and yeah, this is where we got. What do you think?
He like slowly kind of like comes over and looks down. What do you think is a heart, dude?
Ritter, before I answer, I would like you to roll. Comprehend.
1 success.
Okay. So Sal looks up to you, and I am drawing. And it has nothing to do with the heart because there are no objects on the now pages of paper that he's been like just scribbling on, drawing squares and rectangles, and one big circle. And from your angle, which Darcy couldn't quite see because she's down on the ground, and the two of them are like being cute with like their legs kicked up on their tummies as they're like just drawing and coloring things together. You realize that this looks like a map. This looks like a blueprint. This looks like, like one square looks like, a room. This looks like a hallway. This looks like more squares, like, that could be rooms somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I think his eyes kind of go wide at that, and he gently paps Sal's ruined mohawk, and he'll say, "Whoa, Sal, what are you drawing, dude? Like that looks like a map or like a layout or something."
I am just being creative, like Darcy.
Yeah, but like this looks like it belongs somewhere. Like, is it just this stream of consciousness? Can robots even have that?
Based on his previous conversation, no. So he's still drawing, and as he's kind of finishing up one section and you are kind of like walking around to look at it, you look down and you're like, wait a second. I know this place. You're not too familiar with it, but this looks like Hawthorne Heights High School. This is the gymnasium. Wow. This is the auditorium. This diamond shape is probably the baseball field. This is the swimming pool. Like, yeah, now that you're like seeing this is totally your high school.
His eyes kind of like they flutter, and he's just like, yeah, like, and he'll start like listing off all the different places, and he'll motion for Darcy to kind of come over and look. And he's like, yeah, like look at how like detailed this is. Like, this is definitely like our school. Like, Sal, you are one heck of an automaton artist. Like, this is like spot on. Like, everything looks like exact.
Then that's not a heart, is it?
No, it's definitely not a heart. It's the school. It's super good. Like, way talented.
Sal, you were supposed to be drawing hearts.
I am drawing the heart of the problem.
Oh. That's not what I asked.
Heart of the problem? Whoa. Does this have to do with, like, the weird kinky cat thing and all the bad things?
Mr. Blink?
Yes.
Bad things.
Are bad things in the school?
Sal, where are the bad things on the map?
Ooh.
He looks at the map and kind of like inspects it and shakes his head.
I do not detect bad things.
But you just said this is the heart of the problem, right, dude?
This is the heart of the problem.
Then where's like the artery to the heart of the problem?
He grabs another sheet of paper. Well, sets the crayon down, grabs another sheet of paper, kind of sloppily attaches it off to, the side of where he was drawing, and extends even further beyond the pool and draws a couple, more squares. And then in the center of one of the squares, he starts drawing this like perfect looking rose. Like, everything he is drawing is to scale. Because if you were to look away from the now known map that he's been drawing, all the wires that he's been connected to and kind of trail them all back to the computer that he was hooked up to, you can see like row by row this map being drawn out to a T. So the map is being decoded on the screen and Sal is merely just drawing it. It's like a printer.
Whoa. I think we know where we need to go next.
I think we need to get the others.
Yeah,
Also,
we
Ritter-
probably do.
Ritter, can you help me draw a heart? I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Oh, yeah. Your other drawings definitely don't look like hearts. I can help you out with that. No problem.
Okay, good. But then maybe we should get the other two.
He kind of like looks back towards the screen and then back down to the printing. Yeah, definitely we'll do that. Something tells me we should definitely also go to the school soon. Hey, it's a good thing that we're all going there soon, right?
Oh yeah, because I have to take these decorations there.
Right, providing if you can draw a heart right. But don't worry, I'll totally teach you.
Okay, please. I end up looking all wibbly wobbly and just, I don't know.
Well, here, and he takes like we have like markers and whatnot, right? Like just hanging around. And he
Got
takes the
tons of
marker,
cross blocks.
puts it in your hand, and then instead of just showing like this is how a heart looks, like he takes like your hand and then draws it slowly for you. He's like, okay, see, that's like a big fat heart. And then he does it again with like a longer one where there's no ghost trail or anything like that. And he's like, see, and that's like a tall heart. And then you can even make it like shiny. And like he takes your hand again to make the little reflection mark. See?
That's so cool.
Right. I mean, anyone can learn how to draw, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe you can even learn how to draw legs.
No.
Here, I'll show you even how to draw legs. And again, he takes your hand and then just slowly, like he gives a heart legs. Just to go through the motions with that.
She's gonna have a whole nother problem. She's gonna start drawing heart people now.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's a step in the right direction, I think. But yeah, I think he'll do that to kind of like reiterate how to draw before, yeah, I think we should possibly get the others.
And maybe as the scene goes out, you try letting her do it on her own, but everything just kind of goes and it definitely stops looking completely cracked.
And then the scene like fades to black with Ritter just sighing.
Well played. Very well played. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. I don't even know. Is there any other scene that people would like before we skip on over to the Hawthorne Heights Valentine's Day dance? That was totally planned.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sorry, Britt. This could be a little awkward for a moment.
Okay.
All right then. You step into a scene of obnoxious amounts of red and white and pink and tons of spray canned hair just, poofed out everywhere, large shoulder pads. The gents are wearing awkward color suits and some are even in plaid. And you hear the amazing sounds of, say, like Michael Jackson is playing right now. as we kind of enter into the gymnasium, where there's like this archway that kind of like forms a big heart of red and white balloons. And, you know, we can kind of like pan past the like buffet table that's got some snacks and some punch and whatnot. A couple chaperones are just kind of like sitting there taking a couple sips of the punch and like eating some pretzels, clearly looking bored out of their minds. And there are a large mass of teens hanging out on the dance floor, actually dancing. This is 1980s. You know, you're in high school. People are seemingly having fun. The party is just getting started. Who are we going to see enter first? And Darcy, you absolutely have to come. You're just like there.
Darcy's
just
probably
go.
already actually there, and she's been putting up her decorations, which are actually now, because of how her tutorial went with Ritter, a lot of it is hearts with legs.
God.
At least she's learning something new.
Hey, she knows how to draw legs now. That's great,
Yep.
right?
Yep, moving away
She
from the
finally
go.
got past the really wavy, like they're actually looking mostly like. So but it's hearts with legs.
All right.
So she's
think,
just
yeah.
putting them up on the wall in the background right now.
Well, after the dance has already started.
Yeah.
Yes.
She didn't know when to show up. She doesn't go here.
Oh my god. I think that Ritter would have taught Silas the meaning of showing up fashionably late.
Okay.
And Silas
also
has been panicking about the entire thing. Like, but didn't it start 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, but like we'll get there eventually, don't worry. It's to leave them wanting.
So then before Ritter and Silas show up, Ashley.
Yeah, so Ashley wants to get this over with. So I think that she would not have wanted Brian to pick her up. So
Okay.
she's meeting him there.
All right. And he is
I figure she planned this out. She like stuck a note in his locker to like be like, all right, meet me there. Super casual.
So he's standing kind of like waiting in like the foyer, you know, with like just half of the baseball/football team, and they're just kind of like messing around, like throwing like balloon stuff, like pop balloon, like, you know, pop a balloon and snap it at your friends and whatnot. He's totally just goofing off with his buddies, and he is in this bright blue suit, that powder blue suit. He's totally wearing one. He told you he was going to.
Yep. How did my mother make me dress?
Oh. Well, your mother probably made you wear a dress.
Yeah.
It's a dance. It's not. It's got a bunch of like, I don't know, dress terms. You know when you like have like folds, like it's kind of like kinked off to one side. Like what?
Like where it's like, oh, I think I know exactly where you're going with this. Okay, so I had specified yellow because that seemed like a very not sexy neutral color.
Right.
And I'm picturing a lot of those like 80s formal dresses that like gather up on the side with like a big ugly fabric flower.
Yes.
Okay.
That is exact. Thank you.
That's where we're going with here. And I feel like it's not like low cut or anything. It is modest.
Right.
But
I mean, the 80s is pretty well covered up, especially for dances.
Okay. I'm like a yellow carnation of angst. Okay. Yeah, so I come strolling on in. And I just walk right up to him.
Whoa. Hey, Ashley. You look
What's up?
you look nice. Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, here. Wait, you gotta wear this. And he kind of like opens up his jacket and pulls out a very kind of pressed flower. He did not remember that you were going to be wearing yellow. So it is red. It's it's just a rose with like, little like baby's breath. It's like
God damn this rose iconography. All right. I'll just,
Yeah, let's kill him now.
I'm
Part of it.
Don't worry. Once I see him do something, I'm gonna go after him.
I'm not gonna let him put it on me. I'll take it from him and I'll just like pin it to myself.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna point to one of the guys next to him, like, "Hey, Zach, that was a really good play in practice yesterday."
Yeah. It was good. It was great practice.
Are you here with Emily? I want to say hi to her.
Yeah, so can I talk to you for a minute?
Is
over
Zach
here?
talking to me or is Brian talking to me now?
Brian.
Okay.
Brian's talking to you. Can we talk for a
Yeah,
minute?
sure. Yeah, sure. And I'll just like
Cool.
wave to the other baseball players.
So hey, I know you had your heart set on this dance, and I know you really wanted to go with me, but like, I'm kind of seeing somebody now. Jessica, and like, I should probably really just like be with her. Oh.
No, that makes like a lot of sense because Jessica's really pretty.
Yeah,
That's a
isn't
really
she?
good catch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe the flower
she's
back.
like hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll just let's handshake on this one then. No foul.
Oh. Yeah, no foul.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Well, let's
for
let's
being
let's
understanding.
hit the practice next week. Kick some ass.
Yeah, all right, for sure. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Cool.
Hey, you're wearing the blue and I'm wearing the yellow. We kind of look like the school colors here, so that's a little ridiculous anyway.
That, what, we probably would have just beaten ourselves up. Yeah, you're totally right. This is I'll catch you later.
Bye.
I'm gonna go back to my friends. And he just kind of like awkwardly shuffles back to his friends.
All right.
Where
Ashley stands
Jessica
up a
is
little-
just like standing there in her like super awesome, like super pointy shoulder pads, and again like the high frooped hair and bangs, slightly crimped in the back, and she's just like standing like this, like tapping her toe, waiting for this to be over. And then when he finally comes back to her, they hug and head off into the dance.
That's great. Ashley's just wearing a ponytail. She didn't try. She refused to let the hair happen. All right. Just going to stand up a little taller and then walk into the dance.
All right. So the music is bumping in the dance right now. You see a bunch of couples. They're all kind of pairing off. Maybe a little shift in the music for like a slow dance. So some people get a little closer together. Others are kind of going off to go get some food and some drink for a moment. Ritter and Silas, what are you kids up to?
I think it's a good time to come in now.
Yeah. I was worried. I was like, and while you're talking to Brian, we show up just in case.
We're there already.
Hey! Ritter, what are you wearing?
Ritter is wearing form-fitting black slacks, a leather belt, a open an open not fully open, but it's crimson for the dress shirt. And it's kind of like, it's almost like, you know, he tried to think he was being cool by like undoing a couple of the top buttons. And then he has a black blazer to go with it. He's not wearing that bandana typically, but he has like it's almost like a handkerchief in the side pocket of the coat. He looks slick. The question is, did we sneak out to come to this dance, or did I manage to convince my mom to let me go?
Let's do a roll, because that is a skill.
Can I
For
charm
sure.
her?
This would be charm. This is exactly what that's for.
That's what I'm good at. 4 successes.
Wow!
4 successes.
Damn!
I spin that shit so good.
So what did you say? How did you get really into your mom's heart?
I think going back and thinking about what Silas said, like, you know, at least you have your mom and she loves you. He probably went back at some point in the middle of the week, you know, sat down, apologized, says that he understands that she cares, but that he also really likes this person too, and that he wants things to work out with him, and that he doesn't want Silas to disappear. Like he's like he's inadvertently going for those heartstrings and pulling on the parallels, because she did a lot of things when she was younger and close to Ritter's age. So he's trying to like kind of harp on that. Not intentionally being manipulative, but still being manipulative.
No, I mean, she probably feels really bad about the fight anyways.
Mhm.
So just between that and between what you were able to kind of convince her of, she let you go. You're still grounded, but you can go enjoy your new school's dance. Like, she doesn't want to stop you from having a life.
Right. From having true love. Okay, cool. So that's what he does for that, and that's how he's dressed. The question is, how was Silas dressed?
I was gonna say, I think he kind of let you help dress him because he was probably just gonna walk out of the house in what he was wearing, which you can see right there, a fucking like white ass button up and a sweater vest. But I think it's probably a blazer situation, but it's probably definitely a bow tie situation. I think Silas insisted on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
It looks like fucking Pee Wee Herman then.
It's okay. It's still, I'm sure it still looks very, very cute. It's fitting for their color scheme because they have to match. They have to color coordinate. Yeah. I don't know why. Like to Ritter, it's like suddenly it's like super important because band members have to color coordinate and you know accent one another and complement one another. So he's like going into the same mindset. So they probably look slick going in there.
Yeah, and I will say, I think on the way out, and this actually maybe contributed to like I think we're even a little bit more than fashionably late because I think as we were heading out the door, Silas like rushed back inside because he forgot his cane, and which is that horrible thing with the dog's head on it, and he kind of like came out of the basement limping again,
and says, I just hope that maybe we can still dance with this.
Yeah, I definitely think we can. I didn't realize you could run that fast, dude.
What?
You ran to go get the cane.
Because I need it for my leg is hurt and
But you ran to go get the cane to help you walk. Like he goes over there slowly and he kind of like he'll try to gently take the cane from him.
I think as you go in to grab the cane, he's just kind of like leaning back a little bit, like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall. Don't do that."
No, your balance is really good too. I think the cane looks cool and it fits our aesthetic right now, so you can keep it for now. But you don't need it to dance. Besides, we did all that dancing without you having it.
Oh, we did.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know. This is Michael speaking. I honestly don't know if Silas realizes that and he is just trying to do like an aesthetic thing, or if he is actually like psychosomaticizing himself. So I don't know. I'm just putting that out in the world. But I think he will take it. And I think as after this whole conversation, as he's kind of walking out with you, I think his limp has gotten more inconsistent. Like he's like trying to do it, but he can't remember how he did it before because now he's thinking about it, and then like, but he still brings it with him,
Right,
just in
right.
case.
I think
He's deeply confused.
I don't think Ritter's gonna like point it out more than he did, but you know he keeps up with a brisk pace now, realizing that they're bordering on the late. He doesn't want to be late.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll head on over there and show up all barely fashionably late.
Excellent.
And then-
excellent.
Show them around and be like, okay, this is the gymnasium, but it doesn't always look like this. And oh, look, there's Darcy with the oh God, why do they all have legs? Oh God.
You just see like an army of these hearts with legs at this point.
Oh no, I should.
And she sees you guys and goes running over.
Oh no, we can't be seen like this. Oh.
Ritter! Hi!
Hey, little, yeah. Hey, little lady, what's up?
I finished the decorations. No help from Sal. Oh my god. Kind of mad at him.
You did bring the map though, right?
Well, yeah. But look at all the other hearts I drew. Thank you for your help.
He looks over and he's just like, oh wow, that's a foot soldier army of hearts. Yeah.
Silas, do you see my hearts?
I taught her how to draw legs. He like whispers into his ear.
We take the good with the bad. Yes, no, they're very nice, Darcy. Yes, I love the calves.
Your dads are proud of you.
Darcy's so excited too.
Okay, so like maybe like next time too, I can teach you how to draw like super big buff arms and like wings, and we can give the.
I think as you're saying this, Silas just kind of pats you on the shoulders and kind of pulls you back and says,
"Let's not overwhelm her."
No.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be so cool.
Right, later though. And then he kind of like he throws an arm around Silas's shoulder. He's like, we are gonna go do the dance thing.
Oh, all right. Have fun. I've seen lots of people doing it. I'm not really a dancer. I saw Ashley, I think, around here, though.
Oh, God. Is she all right?
I think so. What do you mean by all right?
Well, remember
she's
that...
Ashley.
Well, remember that dick that was, like, talking shit about everyone? And was, like, being, like, super, like, oh, hey, baby, like, wear something, like, revealing or whatever. Like,
you mean that one over there? And she points to Brian because she's got tabs on everybody.
And Brian is like just full on making out with Jessica.
Oh God, Jessica.
Yeah,
She's got the face of
that's
a
a thing.
bug.
Hey,
Yeah, so that guy's over there, and he's nowhere near Ashley, so I think she's okay.
Okay. Well,
I
that's
haven't talked
good.
to her yet, though. You guys go dance. I'm gonna show Ashley the hearts.
Yeah, we'll do that. Make sure she's okay though. Like she's not like hurting or anything. Like I don't think she wanted to go to the dance with this guy, but just make sure she's all right.
Okay. I'll yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll find you guys once you're done dancing, and we can figure out what South is drawing. The map. We
Right,
can figure out
We can go
the heart
to
of
the
the
place on the
problem.
map. Yeah, the heart and the artery of the problem. Yeah, without legs.
Should I be including arteries on my hearts?
No.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna go find Ashley. And she just scoots off to go find Ashley.
He awkwardly waves and then he kind of like side eyes Silas and he's like, I think I made a mistake teaching her how to draw legs.
Yes, you did.
Let's just go dance and forget about that.
Okay.
So I think what we'll do is.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Take it, please.
No, take the wheel.
Now.
Take it away.
So we actually get a nice couple of dances between Silas and Ritter, just learning things and hopefully genuinely enjoying their time together. There's definitely been a couple heads that looked at you a little like, that's kind of weird. And then also like, who's that kid? Like, who's the new kid with? Is there like another new kid? Like, that's what's
Who's the new
really
kid with
more
the new kid?
weird about the scene. But nobody's really come to bug you whatsoever. Ashley, have you attempted to dance, or you just kind of like?
I really
wallflower?
feel like Ashley probably would have sort of like looked around to see if like Buck was there, or anybody that she knows, but probably, unfortunately, like as relieving as the Brian thing was, she's probably now a little concerned that people are gonna think that she got ditched and are gonna be like talking crap about her behind her back. And also just like realizing how much this sucks without Daquan there. So I feel like she probably walked into the dance hall, looked around a little bit, got hit with a bunch of emotions, and then sat on the bleachers and had a think.
God, that does sound like a school dance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It usually involved a lot more mascara running down my face for me. I don't think Ashley's
Sure.
wearing any.
No, it was an argument with her mom about whether or not she should wear makeup, and Ashley was like, "I don't want to." Mom was like, "You need to wear makeup."
I think there's some lip gloss. I think that was the compromise.
That was the compromise. Perfect. That is how you compromise with your children, parents. gotta take something.
Lip gloss running down your chin.
No, ew, what am I doing?
God.
No.
That's not how this works.
I feel like if this were a movie, I would see somebody that had like a mohawk or something and think for half a second that it was Daquan, and then realize
Right, because
it
they're like
wasn't.
wearing like a Michael Jackson red jacket, and you're like,
Oh my gosh, did they come back? No, that's not them.
no, it's just like Jason on the football team. Did up his hair.
Fuck
or
Jason,
something.
dude.
Yeah, so I think that
Nobody cares
that
about him.
Ashley is probably sitting there determining whether or not she should go find somebody else to ask to dance.
Mhm.
She still doesn't even know what this Daquan thing really is. and
Right.
they're not there for her to figure it out.
Which is awful. That's a horrible emotion to have to try to feel and work out alone.
Yeah, so
we've
she's
got-
sitting there alone, thinking about them.
okay.
Yeah.
Darcy, what have you been doing throughout the dance?
Oh, of course. Somebody was down to do it. Nobody done it yet. I had to.
Oh, that's everybody now. We've all done it.
Yeah. She's been running around trying to find Ashley. Probably slipped off to the bleachers when she was talking with Ritter and Silas, so she probably lost track of her. And so she's been trying to find Ashley because she just really wants to show off the fact that she's drawing legs.
Mm.
She's really proud of herself.
I don't
She's
think
probably
Ashley's
actually found.
hiding.
No.
I think Ashley is doing that thing where she's kind of like smack dab in the middle of the seat, you know, just in case somebody came up to her and was like, "Hey, you want to dance?" I'm here. I am available.
Oh, you're there? Okay. Okay, then Darcy probably eventually finds you after telling some random people as well, though, about the hearts that she made. She's probably completely confused them because they don't know who she is.
Why is there a kid here? Like, whose little sister is this?
Whose child is this?
But that's
Mine,
over there.
apparently.
And eventually I find Ashley. Hi, Ashley. I'm looking for you.
Ashley looks around like, what is Darcy doing here? Darcy is not old enough to be here. And shoves an empty postcard back into her purse.
Hi.
Hi. Did you
I made
say-
decorations.
Oh. Where? Which ones?
And she points to the hearts with feet on the walls.
As Ashley said which ones, she figured it out.
Ritter taught me how to, Sal tried to mislead me in how to draw a heart, and it was really frustrating. Then he drew this other weird thing, but that's another story. And then Ritter came by, and he made sure I wasn't drawing ghost hearts, and I was drawing actual hearts, but not like real hearts, because apparently I'm not supposed to draw arteries on the hearts, and he won't teach me that one. But he taught me how to draw feet. So, yeah.
Why? I like your ghosts.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. Apparently heart have feet.
You know what? You know, that's tubular. Just feeted hearts and legless ghosts.
Yeah.
It's all good. You just keep being you, Darcy.
Oh, thank you. He's going to teach me how to draw arms later. He's dancing with Silas somewhere.
That sounds nice.
Also, I'm supposed to make sure you're okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That doesn't sound real.
Uh-oh, did we lose a Brit?
No, you know what? That's fine. Ashley laughed too. That's nonsensical enough that, like, Ashley's not that much of a hard ass that she wouldn't laugh at that. It's not real. I'm stupid. But it's not your problem.
But you're really smart. I don't... What's wrong?
I want to dance. Do you want to dance? Do you know how
Sure.
to dance? All right.
It depends on the dance.
I think people just think you're like my little sister or something. It'll be fine.
Okay. Let's go dance. It'll be fun.
What song is on?
Yeah.
Let's see. How about a Wham song? Got Wham playing right now. So, you know, everybody's kind of just like hopping around and having a good time.
Yeah.
And as you're all dancing at this point now, kind of paired off, the doors to the gymnasium burst open, and like 3 or 4 kids come running in, and they are going over to their group of friends who are kind of in the dance floor, and they're shaking them like, no, we gotta go. This is what the fuck? Like, we gotta go. And they're freaking out. And some of the other kids now are kind of like backing away from them, like let's, dude, get away. Like, what, you're crazy. What's going on? What are you doing?
Well, I will just lock eyes with Darcy.
That's not normal for this school, right?
I don't think so. Where did you say Silas and Ritter were?
She does a quick look around, kind of like points in a direction where she thinks she sees the guys.
They're probably in the middle, and I'm assuming once that happens, like I feel like Ritter just grabs Silas's shoulders and he's like, "Bad things."
Well, and yeah, he notices it immediately, and I think starts scanning the room for Ashley and Darcy.
Darcy, did you bring Sal?
You better fucking not! I swear to God.
This is up to Darcy.
Is he spiking the punch right now?
No, he's stuck in her backpack, which she definitely left in a corner of the room.
Oh, he's
with
gone.
the rest of the art supplies. She zipped it closed. She was probably, shh, Sal, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be quiet. I'm mad at you still, but it's gonna be fine. You lied to me about how to draw a heart properly, and I'm not okay with that. But
so as you guys,
Darcy,
you're kind of like congregating now. Yeah, you just
it's over there, next to that heart with those feet.
Okay, let's find Silas and Ritter, and then find a quiet room to pull out Sal and ask him if he thinks there's bad things.
Okay. They're that way. I'm gonna go grab Sal, who's I think over there still, as long as he didn't leave the bag. I don't think he can though.
Well, I don't want to leave you alone.
Okay, do you want to get?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
You okay?
I smashed my ceiling. That hurt.
No.
What?
Oh,
you are not allowed to take real points of damage.
I just snapped off my fingernails.
Oh no! Oh.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Everyone, press F in the chat.
We're good. I'm gonna wave up at the guys. Lowly this time. And then I'm gonna go with Darcy.
okay.
Like
Darcy kind of just like runs, picks up the backpack that in theory still has Sal, and is like, all right,
It's
let's
a very
go.
heavy backpack. It's wiggling.
Perfect. Yeah, that
He
explains.
doesn't have hands to be able to undo a zipper.
All right, Ashley will grab the backpack out of your hands.
Okay.
It's really heavy. I'll take it for you.
Okay. Just don't drop it or give it to Silas. Silas will drop it. Especially if you tell Silas Sal is in there.
That's true. I'll do it.
It's a good idea.
All
And
right, stay
if he
behind
tells you he's got a joke, don't make Sal tell it. It's a really bad joke.
Okay. I'm sure. Stay behind me, because you're really tiny. All right.
Okay. Let's go. And towards the boys.
Yeah, I think the boys have kind of like crossed through the group to kind of try to intercept you.
Yeah.
And I think Ritter will kind of look to Ashley and be like, "Hey, so ready to bust some heads? Or slimy things, whatever else."
I have Sal. Let's go see if he.
Oh, good. They did something right for once. Let's go.
You are making your way now out of the gymnasium where like the kids had just kind of like come running into. Do you want to talk to them real quick or just start looking around?
I'll talk to them.
Okay.
I'm good at talking to people.
Okay. There's like a cluster of them that are like the girls don't want to go, like they don't understand what's going on, but like some of the guys are just like, no, we need to go. Like this is fucked up. And so they're like trying to pull them one way in the hallway.
Okay. I think as Ritter kind of breaks away from the group, he pats Silas on the shoulder and he's just like, I'm gonna go talk real quick over to them. Just make sure that she doesn't get in trouble or anything like that. Because high school, big kids are supposed to only be here, right?
That makes sense.
And I think he's grabbed his cane from like the corner, and he's not walking with it right now, but he's got it. So you can't say that I don't have it later.
He's like, I'll keep an eye on them. Yes.
Okay,
Just come quickly.
And he'll nod and he'll go off to the group. He'll be like, "Okay, bros, what's fucked up? Is there like a fire or something?"
Dude, Callie, you need to get out of here. Like there's something fucked up. No, Jessica, we're not staying. We need to go.
Okay, but like, what's happening? Is there like, again, like what's going on? Is there a fire or is there like, I don't know, thieves or whatever?
Thieves. So some of them are like bickering. Yeah, thieves. 50 of them. The group is bickering.
Okay, dude. It's like, all right, dude, fuck off. Is it a fucking vampire? What is it?
Dude, fucking vampires don't exist, dude. Go fucking go to the locker room and find out for your fucking self. God, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Kind of like just throws his hands up in the air and kind of like just backtracks.
They're like all just arguing and like, hysterics as the group is slowly finally starting to move towards the exit.
Cool. He'll kind of head back towards Ashley, Silas, and Darcy, and he'll be like, all right, apparently it's in the locker room.
I wonder if it's Mr. Blink.
It might be. Darcy, have you seen Mr. Blink lately?
I have not.
I mean, Darcy, I really don't think a cat is going to make a bunch of grown, guys run.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably way worse.
All right, let's just get somewhere without people and open the bag.
And yeah.
Look, if we cut
We
through
need
here, we
someone.
can go through to the pool because I can't go down to the locker room. So, you can't either, obviously. So, all right.
I mean, if there's no
Ashton's
one
just
here.
gonna go stomping towards the next.
Yeah, and I mean Ritter's somewhat right too. Like there's nobody here. Anybody, like the halls are kind of like dimmed. They're the full lights aren't on because the rest of the school isn't being used. Everybody is to be basically facilitated into the gymnasium.
Okay, I didn't know if everyone was still milling about deciding if they wanted to evacuate, and so we were trying to.
No, that group of cluster is like started eventually getting towards the exit, just like to leave the school entirely. So they're just out in the hallways.
All right, I'll just pop open Sal, or the bag. Pop open Sal.
Yeah.
Sal like bursts out and just kind of looks around and is like, I like this song, to whatever song's playing in the background.
Sal,
Yeah.
bad things?
Yes, friend. Bad
Part of
things.
the problem?
He starts kind of like looking around for a moment.
I mean, I feel like he would have.
He looks towards the his radio head kind of turns towards where the direction of the locker room is. And he says, bad things, and he kind of like tries to squirm out of your arms.
Yeah, all right, sure. Then I'll let him go.
Okay. He goes bolting down the hall and heads to the locker room.
Darcy
Which he can't
follows
open.
after.
As Darcy jolts out, I think Ritter kind of very quickly like tries to catch up to you. He's like, whoa, wait, hold on. And like he tries to stop you, but like by touching your shoulders, Darcy. And he's like, okay, so like based on like all the bad shit that happened last time, like, don't you think that this is a bit much for you to take on? Like, what happens if you get hurt?
But Sal's already.
Come on, Ritter.
He's-
Don't slow her down any more than she has to be. Her legs are already really tiny. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys can faster.
So mean.
Even
So what
Silence
if,
is
like-
running at this point. Like,
Just come on,
Ready
let's
to
go.
run.
We need to get in there.
This is how Sal gets hurt.
Fine, but it's not my fault if she gets hurt or if her leg gets
Ashley
bit off or
has
something.
Sal priorities. Let's go.
And he'll
So Sal's
Chad.
at the door, but can't open, like, can't reach to actually turn the knob. He can't work that mechanism, and it's to the girls' locker room.
Yeah. All right. Who gets there first out of the people?
Who took off
Like all of us?
first?
Oh,
We all kind of were, yeah.
probably Ashley.
Probably the jock.
Probably Ashley. Yeah. I would go with the job.
All right, I'll open the door and let Sal go. Then we can.
My baby.
And Sal like goes in. It's dark. The lights are not on, so it's pretty pitch black. But if you just felt up to the side, you'd be able to flick the lights on. And the locker room itself looks like it's been trashed. There is no way that the teens were wrecking this. Some of the doors are like bent in with some of the belongings kind of like spilling out of them. One row of lockers that like are in the middle are just totally shifted off and tilted over, leaning up against a different set of lockers. Some of the benches that were there are either completely uprooted or just broken in half. And there is, because you've seen it before, and it shouldn't be on the floor of a locker room, there's just this like brownish, viscous ooze kind of all over the place. And a couple little areas look like they've been corroded by that very familiar yellow ichor.
See, I told you.
Can I roll investigate?
Yes, you can.
Oh, good. And I'm gonna use. So when we were getting ready, I think for the like maybe Ritter, you might have noticed like Silas took off his little pouch that he usually has and like put it away. Which is I think the first time you've ever seen him without his gloves. And he's going to use his new iconic item, which is
Yes.
his calculator watch. He's
Oh,
going to
that's
turn the
cute.
flashlight on, and he's going to investigate.
Oh yeah, add that +2 dice.
I'm so in love. It's so cute.
2 successes.
Fantastic. Do you want to ask questions?
Oh, fuck.
Want me to-
Damn it.
You hate this mechanic, but it's so good.
I do hate this mechanic. Just because I'm not creative. I usually ask if there's any residue, but that's been answered for me.
That has been answered because you're familiar with it. I don't think that you'd be. I'm not gonna have you roll on it again.
Okay, does this like brown ooze look familiar? Because it's just like the yellow acidy shit that looks familiar, right?
It's the brown kind of ooze too. It's very much like the slime from like the frog from the acid eels, and then you know in some areas it's like areas have just been like drenched in this like acid.
Okay, I got 2 really easy questions.
Mhm.
Where did it come from? Does it look like we know where it entered from or something?
Yeah, so as you are kind of like walking around, Sal is already at the next door, having already made his way through, the locker room mostly. And the trail is very, very obvious. It has gone basically out the next door towards the pool area.
Okay, but it doesn't look like it came from anywhere specific. It just like materialized.
In that regard, no. If you went towards if you looked by the showers, the tiles on the floor from where the drain was are just broken upwards and out.
Awful. Cool.
Yeah,
Second
fun.
question: how big does this thing look based on the damage?
Upwards and out. Large. You could
Pretty
fit through the
fun.
hole that it made.
Ashley, do you have your bat?
I mean, no, but we're in a locker room.
Wait, you're
That's
not
the-
Wonder Woman? You don't have it like
Point taken.
behind
She pulls it out of her ponytail.
out of your dress? Like,
I love it.
I mean, maybe there's that somewhere in a corner.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
couple
well, I mean,
things
the
back in
locker-
the corner over here.
yeah,
You know
you
what,
could
fine.
probably find
Actually,
a
have found
field
that.
hockey stick or something. Yeah,
I find a lacrosse stick.
perfect.
God.
Everyone, arm yourselves. Darcy, I ready your notebook, I guess.
I told you she
But
should have gone home.
stay behind.
No.
No,
Ashley puts her hand in front of Darcy. No. Darcy is not fighting. Darcy is gonna stay safe over here. With Sal.
Well, what if
Cool.
they,
also-
whatever it is, comes to me?
We'll protect you.
you're right. Darcy, you should leave.
That's what I was saying, but nobody ever listens to Ritter. Like throws his hands up in the air.
But
Ugh.
why?
Actually, yeah.
I'm not part of the team?
It's getting away. Come on. Darcy, you do what you need to do.
And I think I just kind of turned to go where it went.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you're super good at drawing at what you see, but, like, it would help if we knew what we're seeing in your drawings sometimes. Maybe you could work on that while we go deal with whatever the bad thing is.
And she kind of just like she sits down and then kind of like looks up at Ashley, just kind of like, you two, what? Just
Ashley's looking after them, looking at the lacrosse or the hockey stick in her hand, looking down at you. I think they're probably right. I mean, you're not really even supposed to be in this school. Maybe you should go home.
and you just see this like look of okay, then you don't see the look of dejection on her face as she just kind of sits there.
Just stay here and draw the damage or go to find the cat or something. I don't know. We're wasting time.
Come on, Silas, let's go.
Ritter's already at the next point where Sal's at.
Yeah, I think we went through the door.
Mhm.
Or went up to the door. We need to catch this thing.
Yeah. So you go ahead and the three of you and Sal go through the door. Darcy, what are you doing? Are you following? Or are you going to stay?
swear
Darcy
to God.
actually, I know she is debating it, but she is actually really hurt and really heartbroken because she is of the mindset of these people who she thought were her friends, who she thought she was part of a team for once. They don't want her. She doesn't belong. And so and like even Sal's gone, and she's just like, okay, fine. They don't want me here. I'm gonna go. And she leaves the locker room and probably gets very lost in the school because she doesn't go here and doesn't know where she's going. So she actually probably goes and finds some classroom that's empty, and she just kind of, she just sits there for a bit. She doesn't really cry, but she kind of looks like she's ready to. Not that anybody finds her, but that's what she's doing.
Okay. Some time has passed, and it's kind of a dark classroom. You know, the halls are still dark, and it's pretty secluded away from where the dance has been. And you're not even sure if the dance is still going on. It might very well be over. Nobody has walked down the hallways. You haven't heard any sounds. And as you are kind of sitting there and just hurting, these people have been your friends. You have been through so much together, so much weird and bizarre stuff, things that you could only have ever dreamed of before. You hear the sound of like water dripping as you're sitting in the classroom.
Do I figure out that it's coming from within the classroom, or is it like just outside?
Go ahead and roll me an investigate.
Okay. Zero successes.
So you hear the water dripping, and you now start hearing the sounds of like little pebbles or something kind of falling and tipping off of rolling off of like a desk. A couple more, a little more. And from the ceiling, so like the popcorn type ceiling, it just collapses over some of the desks, and there are 3 acid eels that are just slithering around, and they now see you. What do you do?
We shouldn't have let her go off by herself.
She is both frustrated and kind of angry at these eels because she kind of, in her own way, blames them for making everybody turn on her. And she decides that she's got to talk to them and try to talk them down. And no, you're done. You keep scaring us, but you're not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here either, but that means we shouldn't be here. So you should go.
Go ahead and roll me charm. I think that's the closest.
Charm or emphasize? Emphasize is also used to understand animals.
Mm-hmm.
Can the eels
Whatever
roll
one is higher
comprehend?
for you. You want me to roll the eels for comprehend?
No.
I've set a DC. Fine.
Okay, sorry. So what am I rolling? Do I get to between charm or empathize?
Whichever is higher, charm or empathize.
It's gonna be charm.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. So, just because you have a success doesn't mean it's actually a success.
I know.
Fun fact about this game
I
It's
know.
still for a moment, the eels seemingly hesitate. They are still slowly approaching you, each kind of from a different direction. And you are so sure that they are sentient enough to understand what it is you're saying, that you can fight these bad things on your own. You don't need your friends to do it, because you can tell these creatures with your heart that they don't need to be violent. They don't need to be mean. They don't seem to care or comprehend. And two of them come lashing out at you. I need you to go ahead and roll me a move check to see if you can quickly get out of the way or they just miss.
1 success.
Excellent. Go ahead and describe how you don't get hit by these things as they try to lunge at you.
So my back's been against a wall for most of this, and there's like a couple of desks around me that I just didn't move. I just kind of just hid. And after standing up and trying to talk to these things, and it's clearly not working, the two kind of lunge at me. One of them, I dodge. I duck down. It kind of goes above over my head. The other one that kind of just aimed down, I just hit with my notebook at this point because I just don't want to deal with it. And so it makes contact with my notebook. It's probably going to acid burn it, which is going to be unfortunate because whatever I've been drawing and sitting there doodling is going to be lost. That is a later Darcy problem, not a now Darcy problem, though. And then I just start to run.
Okay. And they are going to continuously pursue you. The one that you thwacked away with your sketch pad, you just connected so perfectly that it flung straight into the trash can, and it got stuck there for a moment and is kind of slithering, around before it knocks the trash can over. But you've got two now pursuing you down the hallway, and they are leading you towards the locker room. Right up on my heels. And so leading me towards the locker room. So I'm just going to run into that locker room and see if I can't slam the door on them before they catch up. Okay. Go ahead and this will be a force check.
This is going to be interesting. 1 success.
Okay.
Getting by with 3 dice, guys. Unlike everything.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Perspective. You managed to slam the door shut, and you hear doop, doop, as the two eels make contact with the door. And although they can't get through right now, you hear like a sound as they are gnawing into the wood of the door to try to get through.
Is there at least a lock from the backside that I can just quickly flip?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. So that way I don't worry about like holding this still. And so this is the trash locker room. There was something that had been like pulled open effectively, or?
Yeah, off to the side where the showers are, there is just this giant hole in the ground. Like something had erupted from it.
Is there anything else in this room that I see that's different from when I was here not that long ago? No.
Everything looks the same. The only thing that might be different now is that you hear screaming on the other side of the door, the one your friends had gone through.
Is there anything that Darcy could look like she could pick up and swing if she absolutely had to?
Absolutely. Any type of sport item, field hockey stick, lacrosse stick, baseball bat. Those are readily available.
She goes
There's
and picks
even like
up a
gear,
baseball bat.
like catcher's gear.
Oh, no, she's going to go after... Oh, yeah, no, she's taking a catcher's mask, actually, puts it over her head, and then grabs a baseball bat.
Okay.
But, like, grabs it the right way this time, not how she screwed up the last time. She's been watching Ashley. And she's got her bat in the one hand, her sketchbook in the other, and she goes towards that door where she hears screaming.
Okay. So as she runs to the door, you go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reckless
see
abandon.
In the pool, your friends, their bodies are currently being bound. Each one of you is being bound and held in the water with this massive tentacled bad thing. Sal is off to a corner, partially broken. Ashley's swinging as she's being lifted into the air by this huge creature that is now submerged in the pool. And your friends are desperately trying to get out of it, out of its grasp.
I'm gonna go
So
hit
you
it.
are all now in the scene.
I'm gonna go hit this thing. Angrily.
Okay.
Very, very angrily. And just start whacking at it, basically, to be like, if there's a tentacle thing that I can see that's grabbed somebody nearby, I'm probably gonna try to aim for that just so I can try to get it to release somebody.
Okay. Ritter is your closest. He kind of gets like swung by you and like nearly knocking you down.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll force.
Oh, this is not gonna go great. I'm sure of that. No successes.
You hit me
Okay.
instead.
It says here I got -1 successes.
You make contact with the creature, but its limbs, its tentacles are massive, just like raw muscle, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything to it. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah.
Real quick.
I think Ritter kind of like he registers that Darcy tried to swing and hit this thing, but he kind of like he sputtered. Are we all being like choked, basically, like choked out at this point?
It not quite. You're being like your body's currently grappled by the creature, and the creature keeps trying to pull you into the pool.
Okay, I think Ritter's trying to like wriggle his way out without much luck or success, but he kind of like looks towards you, Darcy, and he kind of sputters. It's like, what are you doing here? Get out!
Shut
You're gonna get. It's gonna get you too.
No! I don't care if you're gonna leave me behind. I'm going to help. And she throws the bat at the thing instead to try to get its attention.
Oh God!
All right, go ahead and roll force.
Cool. There we go. 1 success.
Okay, excellent. So you just chuck the bat at whatever you think you can hit with it, and as it's kind of like shifting around, what looks like could be a head, there's some, and by some I mean like probably 12 eyes that are just all over this like lump that pops out of the water itself, and the bat just collides with one of the eyeballs, and you hear it just like underwater, and just this bubbling just starts occurring, and all of your friends are now just being slammed into the ground on anger. I need you to make another move check.
Okay. No successes.
Okay.
Can I use luck? I got luck here.
You
I feel
can absolutely use luck.
cool. So I get to just reroll that. There we go. 1 success.
Okay, awesome. So you managed to just slip away, just barely. The impact of the tentacle that flashes out of the water that reaches for you actually knocks you down onto the ground. Ashley, Silas, what are you two doing right now? You're grappled, but you have your arms free.
Ashley is gonna look at Darcy and then just drop the hockey stick and yell out, Darcy, this is pointless. Just get out of here. We're done. And just kind of let go. Just kind of like let go and let the monster like take her.
Oh shit. Oh shit. And it does. Once you stop struggling, it like just slides, like slowly drags your body across the tile of the pool, and then bloop, you go under.
Darcy
I could be with-
screams.
You could be with Daquan now.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay.
God
I'll
damn.
mute myself.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. What does
Wow.
Silas do?
Oh, fuck me.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I
Can we
think
hold hands as we go down?
oh Jesus! I mean, I think at this point in the fight, like the cane has snapped in half or been snapped in half, so it's just kind of like jagged. And I'm gonna roll a force check maybe to try to stab the tentacle that
Yeah.
I'm being held by.
Absolutely.
With 2 dice. I got 1 success.
Hey, excellent.
Yay.
Yes, so go ahead and explain how you jab it in there.
I mean, I feebly like. I think I like. So it's being like wrapped around my stomach or whatever, and I like, try to stab at the part that is around me, and stick it in. I get pointy side first, shattered side first, and I think it like sticks in it. But I mean, does it look like it did all that much?
I mean, it can drop you. It's definitely like unfurled around your body, and you just plop onto the ground.
Shit! Oh, onto the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, on the ground.
So I'm on the ground and like choking up water and stuff, and I just like grab at my wrist and like tear the watch off and like put it at Darcy's feet. And I mean, I don't know. I think it like grabs my foot and yanks me in.
Oh, shit. All right. You do just that. You watch as Silas calmly, coolly rips his watch off and sets it down, in front of you, Darcy, who's still knocked on the ground. And it looks like he's about to say something, to tell you something, but he doesn't get the chance. There is a tentacle that lashes out, wraps around his leg, and starts pulling him. He falls flat onto his face. You hear the sound of the skull cracking against the tile. And just a little bit of blood is now being dragged as he's pulled under, or leaves a trail as he's been pulled under.
Darcy grabs the watch and does the only thing she remembers ever seeing it do, which is turn on the freaking light of it. She has no idea.
So you turn on the light, and the creature with the many eyes, like, they all start like squinting away, and it's like, it just makes this awful sound. Ritter is just being swung around high in the air now. It's gonna lash out at you again. Roll a move check.
No success.
Okay. So this time, it doesn't even just lash out at you. One tentacle shoots from the water, and it just slams into your body, pushing you up against the wall as it slowly starts to twist around you like an anaconda. And you are now being pulled towards the water. Ritter, what are you doing?
Can we say that my tentacle has stilled long enough for me to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, like it's preoccupied now because it has Darcy now, and I think Ritter, who's been kind of slammed around, probably he's probably shaken up, bloodied, what have you, but he kind of like looks down towards you, Darcy, and he kind of says in a very calm voice, "See, Darcy, I told you, you're too young. You can't do anything. I told you to go home. I told you to run away. But you just don't listen. And now you're gonna die with the rest of us."
Boom. Ritter is pulled underwater. Darcy, you are being dragged as well. How are
She
you
is
reacting
trying.
right
She's
now?
kicking and screaming and yelling, "No!
Mhm.
You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong! No! 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 Give them back!" And just starts calling out to. She knows Sal's broken in the corner, but she's like, "Sal, something, anybody, come on! This is no! I am not too young. I am not." And she is like in tears as she is yelling and just trying to claw at anything and just trying to shine the light in their eyes. If she can grab the hockey stick that was dropped by Ashley, she tries for that.
Yeah, go ahead. Do. Physicals. I think this would be force. I think this would be better served under force. Because you're being pulled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we are rolling with nothing
You
that
navigator.
Darcy is good with. That's a nothing.
That's nothing. Okay. You go to reach out for the dropped hockey stick. And you just the tips of your finger touch it and it slides away from you. And you're now trying to like dig your nails into the tile as you're being pulled back towards the edge. And if you look up, you now actually see Sal, who kind of like pulled himself towards the area that you were at. And he looks at you. His face broken in. He's missing one of his pseudo eyes, one of the knobs. His antenna is completely gone. The matted grate that is, usually takes place where the speaker is just ripped off entirely, revealing, that odd giant circle where the sound typically comes out from of the speaker. And he just looks to you and he says, "You will never be my friend." And you are pulled underwater.
And for the record, Darcy is terrified of drowning, so this is awful in every respect of the word.
You are underwater now. You can't tell what is up. You can't tell what is down. There is just darkness. The little bit of light that you had held in your hand from the watch Silas gave you is just sinking to the bottom before it just disappears. You can't see your friends. You can't really see anything. There is just a flurry of bubbles that surround you and envelop you. And when you feel like you're ready to give up, when you are ready to succumb to the horrors of watching your supposed friends perish, for them to sever any friendship that they had with you, you look up, you open your eyes one more time, and on the ledge that you could barely see, outlined in a slight pink light, you notice a crooked tail twitching. And you see the blink cat. And from underwater, it just looks like a black, weird-looking cat. But his eyes glow equally pink. and shine a bright enough light that you can make up from down, left from right. And the cat doesn't have a hand to extend to you. But you feel as though there is one there. And you reach out for it. There's nothing there. You're just grabbing water, bubbles sifting through your fingertips. But you no longer feel the pull of the tentacle monster pulling you down. In fact, you feel like you're being lifted up and out of the water. And you go to blink for a moment, as if none of this had been real. And you are now back on the tile of the pool, soaking wet. Your friends nowhere to be seen, as the blink cat is now sitting before you, casually, its tail twitching side to side.
And she just starts crying as she like goes to try to hug the blink cat.
And it lets you. It's real. It's there. It's physical. It is not soft. It's firm, as if just raw muscle in a cat. And it's hairless. But it doesn't move, except for its tail, twitching back and forth. And it just lets you sit there for quite some time until it feels you are relatively composed enough to hear his words.
Mm-hmm.
Little one, this is not yet your time to go. There is much for you to still do. And your friends, they are older, but they are not wiser. I would recommend that you stick around, because they will need you, and you will need them. For there are still many secrets that lie underneath the school. And you will need to find them. Because if you do not, well, I think you know. Sleep well.
Yeah.
It blinks. And it's gone. And you wake up tucked in the crevice of the bleachers during the dance, huddled up against the backpack that Sal was in, who's just playing the exact same song that is playing from the DJ. Ritter, Silas, they seem to be having an amazing time dancing together. Ashley's probably on the other side of the bleachers, sulking. You're not sure what was real. You're not sure if this is real. How are you feeling? What are you doing?
She kind of sits up for a second, still holding onto the backpack. She doesn't really want to let go of it. And she kind of looks around, and she's better because sitting with Mr. Blink, she got herself a little bit together again. She can't swim. That was absolutely horrifying for her. And so she's kind of, the words that she remembers them saying and what she hopes was the dream keep echoing in her head a little bit. But then so does what Mr. Blink said. And so eventually she sits there, she kind of rocks back and forth a little bit until eventually she gets up and goes to Ashley and says, and kind of like taps her on the shoulder.
Hey.
You are no longer in the dream sequence.
Ashley looks at you and then reaches over to her side and holds up a cup. You were really tuckered out, but I got us some punch and I sniffed it to make sure that it didn't have any booze in it. Here.
She takes she's quiet for once and she's kind of shaky and she takes a sip and she stops. I know I'm young. I know I'm not like the rest of you guys.
No,
I know
it's fine.
I don't.
They probably just think that you're my little sister. It's fine. You're not too young to be.
No, I'm important. And so we're going to figure out what's going on here. There's something going on here at the school. We're going to figure it out, and you guys aren't going to leave me behind.
Of course you're
Okay?
important. Hey.
And she just starts crying into Ashley's shoulder.
Dude. And Ashley kind of like pulls her in and plunks her beside her and like pets her on the head. Dude, of course you're important. You're one of us. What? You're drink this? I don't know.
I saw Mr. Blink. There's things under the school, and we need to stop it. This school, not the one I go to, but this one. So,
like, when did you? This is not a talk about right here thing.
I know we'll get the other two, but I just don't try to leave me behind, okay?
Why would I leave you behind? You're like probably the most useful of all of us, to be perfectly honest, because they're all like in love over there, and I'm a giant mess, and you actually notice shit.
You're not a mess. That's okay. I think you're awesome, so yeah.
I think you're cool too. Are you feeling good enough to dance again? This is a fast song. I kind of like this one.
1 second, and she just drinks the rest of her drink. Yeah. Let's go dance.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna go ahead and end there tonight with Darcy and Ashley kind of dancing, quick shot over to Ritter and Silas, who are, still dancing, probably just being goofy, adorable as heck, just doing their thing. And we will watch the camera kind of pull up and away from the kids back through the door that the group of kids had run through, over through the hallway and into the locker room, where you see the lockers still broken, knocked over, ripped apart, the hole in the shower still there, but this time the door of the locker room on the other side has been completely ripped open, broken almost in half, knocked to the ground. And you see a trail of that ooze leading into the pool, which is starting to drain as we dive into what's left of the water, where there's a hole in the ground matching the same size as the one in the showers. And as we dive into the hole, the camera goes black. And we're ending there for tonight.
Okay.
I knew it.
Jesus.
So we're playing tomorrow, right?
Right.
No, we'll be back next week. Next week, same time, same awesome Encounter Roleplay channel.
Because
Yeah,
I
are
also
you
put
feeling-
scared of drowning. So if this,
Oh, really? Oh,
I will say we did reach the 20 retweets. When do we do
Oh my
the
God,
dice
did we?
giveaway?
Did
Yeah.
we really? Oh,
Yeah.
heck
Jesus.
yeah. Oh, I don't know. Hi, Will. Are you here? How did we do that? That's the first time that we hit that. You figure out.
We hit it once on the first show, and he did it right
Dice?
after.
Nope. That's not the right command. We'll
Give
figure
gift.
it out. All right. Well, I'm going to go type a message to Will real quick and we'll see how we can get that dice giveaway going. Let's go ahead and do a little outro though. Please let people know who you are, where they can find you, what projects you are involved with, and let's know what was your favorite moment of tonight. I know tonight was kind of a rough one. Again, because it's all rough. If you think this is like this, just wait until we do Tales from the Flood.
Oh, I can't wait. Give me all that Silent Hill shit.
Great, can't wait.
oh my god.
We'll go ahead and start with Britt, if that's all right. I'm gonna mute myself and try to find one.
Okay, all of the dream stuff was very uncomfortable for me. I am very glad that we were able to have a moment afterwards to kind of steer away from that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. I really liked the Silas Ashley chat in the very beginning because it was just very adorable and just like all the way back to the very, very, very beginning of the season. Sort of where we started. I also really liked because I wasn't sure when the dream started for a hot second because Darcy was talking to Sal and Sal said you suck and I was like, oh, has the dream already started?
Are we doing this yet? Yeah.
Yeah, we start right now. No, Sal's just still a sassy bitch.
But when Darcy was like, I think maybe I love wrong, Britt's heart just like broke a little bit, just a little bit. That was very, very powerful. Yeah. So I'm Britt. I am at Atomic Fiber on the Twitter. It's whatever. And let's see. I have a pinned post that says where I am. Tomorrow morning, a new episode of Here's the Heidian Way drops. I am finally in it. I think it's pretty good. Star Wars. I like that one. And then starting next Monday, I'll be in like D&D and then Dungeon World and a couple other things. So, whee!
Awesome. Well, thank you. Also, you look amazing tonight. Like,
oh my gosh, can I
on
stand up for a second?
point.
This is my Canopy Lake Park hoodie that I got. It is super
Oh my god,
90s
triple rainbow
God.
on the
I
sleeves,
Oh my god.
but you couldn't see it, and it made me a little bit sad.
Perfect. But it's amazing.
I
And
love
you
the
got
hat,
scrunchie on and the hat. Like, it's so good.
So good.
It's so dang good.
Michael and I have the same hat. I think it was from Target.
Funny enough, that hat ain't even mine, and neither are any of the clothes that I'm wearing tonight. They're all my partners because I'm like, you're just way cooler than me, so I'm gonna just steal your clothes for this.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my gosh,
clearly
I
your
love it.
partner
That's
dresses
great.
like me because I have that shirt, I have a jean jacket, and I have this hat, which I routinely wear together.
Yep.
So yeah, they and I need to talk or something. Share back tips or something. I don't know.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Michael, looking great.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Goodbye, Scrunch.
Hi, my name is Michael. So I think my favorite moment of tonight was the fucking Darcy's Goonies speech to the eels. I'm not, I don't even think that's the good. No, it's the Home Alone. It's like, I'm not afraid of you anymore. It was just so good. Like that whole yelling at the eels and it almost working. It's like it worked, but they just didn't care. That was the best part too.
They're not.
It was great.
Those aren't sentient. I felt so bad because it would have been great.
You stunned them though. You freaked them out for a second.
You can try it on not dream eels next time.
So yeah, we got an experiment.
He will think that.
Oh no! Ouchies.
I'm just upset that she learned how to draw legs before the dream because now we're gonna have to see those fucking hearts.
I posted one in the Discord.
Yeah, it's bad. God. Anyway, my name is Michael Bradley. I am it's Michael Bradley. That's my last name. Hi. I don't have two first names that I just kind of went with. I am the dungeon master and creator of the Dungeons, Dragons, and Dives podcast, which is at DD Divescast right there. We are a 5th edition actual play podcast that is exactly what it sounds like. It is our heroes following around fantasy Guy Fieri, searching for the mythical lost city of Flavortown. We just recorded episode 50, which is releasing in 2 weeks. Technically, it's like episode 100 overall, but it's episode 50 in our current campaign. And I am so unbelievably excited for this next little chunk. Super, super cool. But yeah, also check me out here. And I haven't done it in like 4 weeks, but check out twitch.tv/Dungeons, Dragons, and Dives because we occasionally play video games. I can't even say we do it every week now because it's been like a month. But yeah, and also... oh no, that's it. Yeah, I might be doing doing a game on Pro Restarter's channel in April, but I don't know what my work schedule is like, so we'll figure that out. That's it.
Hey!
The end.
I love you, but I'm also reading the chat. I think so. Whoever is behind the scenes is doing some awesome stuff. So go ahead and type in !loot to join the dice giveaway. Thank you, wonderful person who's here doing this. It's like a ghost with legs.
Meaty legs.
Entered, please hit !loot.
Are we allowed to enter? I'm gonna enter anyway.
I have no idea, so I didn't.
Can we enter?
Your dick.
Well, because he did it, I'm gonna do it.
No, because then they're gonna have to redo it. Oh God, your children.
It's okay. It won't take
The
us.
babies.
You're literally children. It's fine.
Hi, Jules. What's up? Who are you? Where can we find you? We are always watching. Oh God.
Oh God, that's
You're
terrifying.
amazing.
I will say that I was not expecting the scene with my mother, so I think that opened up an interesting new plot path that I look forward to forcing Silas to do all the investigation checks because I suck at it.
That was great. No, you can ask the questions though, because I refuse.
Oh yeah, I'll ask the question. That's fine. I'm used to the apocalypse world setting, so that's fine. I think my favorite scene was just the fact that Darcy just had so much tenacity. Like she was like, no, I'm gonna save my friends. Fuck you. I'm gonna do it anyway. And like, I want to see that outside of the dream world. Like, I can't wait to see how badass Darcy can be, like outside of that. So that was like awesome. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter with my handle down there, triangle_art_JW. I do art and commissions and things. I also am littered all throughout Pro Restarter's channel. Tomorrow I will be on Blue Rose. And you can also check me out on the Bimbo Gamers channel, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I, for once, won't be emceeing Monster Hearts. I will be playing in it. So I'll be playing my Trixie Faye, and we'll see how far he gets before he gets killed. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. Good game. Good.
Yeah, sorry
Good
about
things.
the mom thing, but it just...
Oh no, I loved it.
Real. Yeah.
No, I
the
totally love
should
it. The
have
more
happened.
drama, the better.
Beautiful.
Oh gosh. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye. It was the point where all three of you said you told me to go home, and I was like, no, this is wrong. I got chosen this week.
I didn't choose you.
I know.
Twitter chose you.
Because what was that, like number 3? Because the last time I checked, number 3 was in the lead or something stupid. I was like, I swear to God, if that's me, I swear to God. I just was cursing because that's what I chose. So I only have myself to blame, and I take that.
Yes.
Fine. Oh my God, all of that was crazy, and I enjoyed every second of it. I know I probably looked like I was about to actually cry, but I genuinely enjoyed it. I just am, that is who I am, and I get really into shit. Trying to charm the eels was great, but I think also just the moment of waking up after the dream and going to Ashley and just, no, the dream was wrong, and that idea, I think, was my favorite bit. Also, just how the boys were dressed up for the dance was a lot of fun. I thought that was really cute. It made me really happy.
I can't
Also
wait to draw
hurts
that
with-
later.
Hurts with legs. Hurts with legs, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I've already started. It's pretty. Actually, I've also started drawing ghosts with legs. This is not
Oh, for
pretty.
God's sake!
Yes, with big beefy He-Man legs. Do it.
Oh my god.
I just everything.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna end up looking like Ricardio at this point. I'm sick
You
of
mean
it.
that's all I was imagining is that it's just for cardio. I'm like, yes.
Oh, I'm thinking. I'm going like Trogdor in my head. The second Ritter mentioned
Oh
was like
God!
big arms
Trogdor
and wings.
too.
I'm like, this is gonna be Trogdor. Cool.
I
I'm okay
did
with
think
it.
of saying a dragon tail, but I refrained. I refrained from saying it.
Anyways, yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. I know I probably seemed like I was horrified, but I know I was totally good and into it, and that's just me. Hi, my name's Natalie. I'm also known as Chaotic Rogue, at Chaotic Rogue on Twitter, where I talk mostly TTRPG ramblings. You can also catch me actually this coming Sunday on Goldheart Gaming, where we're doing Legacy of Eldrin, 11 a.m. EST, and I am joining another weekend every other week campaign thing. I'm really bad at these. Starting March 30th. I don't have a lot of details, all right? I'm going to go with that. They're going to kill me later. It's fine. And yeah, I otherwise do work with the Mage College. So if you go to themagecollege.com, we do 5th edition content, which is fun. And I'm part of the Uncaged Anthology, of which my adventure is in the first volume and comes out March 12th. I have a very exciting March. I just realized that. Really cool. Anyways, that's me.
Awesome. Yes.
At what point did it click?
I'm like, you guys were way too together on the fact that you're like, you all told me to stay behind. Like, sometimes you guys have told me to stay behind, but like, I was like, really? Really? All of you? All three of you?
So I
You
know
are
what
too
Ashley's thinking
coordinated.
because I know where Ashley started, and I think it went over Darcy's head. Like it was just a
Oh, yeah.
total innocent thing.
Yeah. It was when all three of them were starting on it. She was like, no, these aren't, her whole problem is she gets bullied. And so she's like, no, not all three of them. This isn't like that. This shouldn't be like that. So
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So,
well, thank you
can
for
I-
participating. No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that the entire game, up until a certain point, I was paranoid that Gnome could have done this massive con and sent messages in like a bunch of different groups saying like, they're the mark. No, they're the mark. And so I'm sitting there like almost the entire game like, it could still very well be me. So just constant vigilance.
I love that level of
Might be
paranoia.
really paranoid though, because there's still 2 left of you.
Yeah.
who needs to experience their dream sequence.
I'm a very paranoid.
Me and Darcy,
person.
we're good. We just gotta coast through the rest of this.
We're good. We are so good.
Oh, yes. All right, well, congrats to Snow Dogs for winning the tabletop
Yay!
Loop. You are amazing.
Yes.
And we were already a couple minutes over, so my apologies.
Whoops.
Thank you all for tuning in. Seriously, I love running this game, and I have the best freaking players to run this game for. Like, I love the interactions that you all put together. I love the individual character, the willingness to interact with some NPCs, and then to just put it all together and make a awesome mystery solving group. Like, y'all are amazing. So thank you so much for playing. My name is Nomadic. You can catch me on Twitter, and I'm in like a bajillion things. I'm here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Tomorrow on Thursdays, I am playing on Pro Restarter's channel in a show called The Little Things, which is a D&D 5th edition game where we are all like little 10-year-old kids becoming adventurers for the very first time. It's adorable, and I play an elephant. I love it so much. On Saturday, we are recording the next couple episodes of the Rise of the Demigods, which is a podcast that release as a podcast on Mondays and then streams the video episode every Wednesday as well. So I am in two places at once on Wednesdays. It's awesome because I'm a gnome. I have, minor illusion and make it work. It's a long story. It's fine. It's great. It's cool. Now on Mondays, though, I know, super hardcore. It's fine. Next week, starting on Monday on the Greyhawk channel, I will be in a game that's 6 p.m. I don't know. It's on Twitter. Go check it out. I'm going to end there. I love you all. Shout out to Drake for helping us do the drawing 50 times. You're amazing. Seriously appreciate it. And big shout out to Will for allowing us to play our lovely little game here. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate you, everybody that is still here watching and listening to me ramble on. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Go play some more games, and we will catch you next week. Bye.